Mark, hi.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Thanks to see Todd's on. That's great. Carl is coming in. I don't know why my video is not working. Hmm.
Can you guys hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Check my audio.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, hi, Carl. I wasn't sure if you were still around.
Yeah, I don't run as much as I used to. I've been on the golf course more. So,
Oh, have you? Good for you. No, I don't see you in the yard. I don't see you walking around.
oh, well, the yard is looking pretty good. So I've been there a lot.
Well, I, I guess I haven't been by your yard.
And your yard always looks good. So,
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. No,
yes.
and
I know.
Keller doesn't really like to go outside. We try to stay away from Mark's dogs.
Yep. I hear you.
And also Brad's dogs. So,
Brett's, yes, exactly. Actually, Keller just stays away from everybody's dog. Mark, do you have hunting coming up?
Yeah, I've been hunting quite a
Oh,
bit the last couple few weeks. Yeah,
uh,
but yep, heading up Thursday for the gun hunt on starting
okay.
Saturday. So
So you're a bow hunter as well?
I'm a bow hunter as well. Yeah.
Okay. Were you successful?
No, not yet.
not yet.
This is not working.
Hi, Brad. Brad, can you hear us? Brad is deep in thought.
I don't.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yep.
There we go.
I,
The speaker was going to my computer, not my headset. That's stupid
Well,
technology.
I'm glad we got that straightened out since we have
Yeah.
half of our neighborhood in Misty Valley here. So.
It's like I see everyone's lips moving. I don't hear any words.
That's what my wife always says, Brad. So,
Hey, Carl, have you heard is Tom fixing to come on?
yeah, Tom was fixing to be here. Just spoke with him over the weekend, so
All right.
should be should be
Because
here.
the first agenda item has to do with him, so
Yeah, which I think Tom wanted to move that to the end of the meeting anyway.
I'm texting him right now.
Okay. Yeah, either I was going to do that or you were going to do that. You beat me to it.
All right. Well, let me just join with my iPad. Um, so you guys can see me. I don't know if it
Matters
matters
or
or
not.
not.
There you are with the cool sunglasses overhead. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I just got back from the golf course.
Figured
Yeah.
that. We could start off, Jeremy, if you want. I could open it up. Unless you want to wait a couple of minutes for Tom.
No, let's get going.
Okay, then I guess I'll call the meeting to order. I do not see anyone from the public, so we will close that part of the meeting then if there's nobody present from the public. And we should move on to the approval of minutes from August 11th. Any comments, changes?
No,
If
not
there
from me.
are none, do I hear a move to approve the minutes from August
I'll
11th?
make the motion. This is Mark.
I'll
Thank
second
you,
it,
Mark.
Narowitz.
Thank you, Michelle. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. The agenda minutes from August 11th are approved.
Hey,
Okay.
Carl. Hey, Jim and Tom just joining right now.
Okay.
So we've got Jim, Tom. We should have everybody now. That's
We
great.
should have everybody. Yeah, I just checked my list here and it looks like we have the whole crew.
Great. Hey, Jim, Tom, just to give you a heads up, we just approved the minutes and there was nobody from the public that for public announcements or anything like that.
Great, sounds good. I'd like to move item 1 down to item 3. So financial operations and the budget will be 1 and 2. And we'll do the chair request at the end. Is that okay?
Sure.
That's great.
Okay.
I already had mentioned that, Tom. So we'll move that towards the end. Okay.
Thanks, Carl.
Sure thing. And Tom, you can I'll pass the baton to you to take the rest of the meeting.
And I'll pass it off to Jeremy to tell us about financial operations update.
Yep, give me 1 second. Just taking attendance and then Todd. We have full house. Wow. Okay,
Yep,
great.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's just start with the financials. Does anybody have any questions regarding the financials?
I do, just a curiosity. So, I mean, the numbers look great. The greens fees, which is the significant revenue number there is, I'll throw percentages. 15% over budget with October still to be booked there. So, that looks wonderful. And then the memberships actually are up 50,000 really over prior year and budget. Just a curiosity question. Well, do you have numbers on the number of members, Jeremy? Because that's a significant jump. It just I don't know if that's a marketing thing or that's a pretty big jump in memberships actually.
Yep, I don't have numbers off the top of my head. We do look at the numbers periodically just to see if we can manage them appropriately, but it's not a marketing thing. It's I would argue it's a value thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Right? So like people, certainly see the value in our pass holders pricing. We are, we definitely were a good value this past year or 2 years, and it's definitely a point of interest because we don't want to go. There's a fine line, right? Between, I don't want to say this delicately. We don't want to devalue our product too much, right? And protect those that do come to us on a Saturday morning and pay essentially top dollars, the most efficient round or efficient customer that we have, right? And so we walk that line of ensuring that we have a good product for pass holders at a good value without diluting general public too much, if that makes any sense.
It does make sense. Yep. Yep.
Do you have a limit of what you will allow for membership?
That's a good question.
We currently do not.
Jeremy, I would also argue that, given that article that you sent us about the review of the golf course, I think more and more people who, when they come and play the golf course, say, this is a place I want to play more. And so I think that's probably had an impact on the memberships as well.
I would agree. I think that the things that we've done over the last decade. Tom and I talked about this a few days ago. Um, everything that we've done over the last 10 to 15 years is really starting to come to this kind of neat fruition, right? And I would agree with you, Jim, that the the people and the products certainly have an influence on other golfers wanting to be a part of our community. I couldn't agree more with that.
Other questions?
That's all I had on the financials.
Thanks,
I,
Mark.
I would like to point out that I think the reason why some of the pass holder or membership sales and the green fee sales that were down compared to say last year, we had the construction kind of halo effect still going on, right? Whereas this year we really didn't have anything that influenced us to discount green fees, whereas last year we were still partially open. So there's also those things to take in consideration. This is the first full year sans construction for the last two seasons.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point. I hadn't really thought about that, Jeremy. Yeah.
Jeremy, what do you plan on doing for rates next year?
Are you talking about pass holders or are you talking about public?
Just in general.
Just in general, I feel that going higher, I don't know that there's a desire to go higher. There's a desire to bring up the bottom. Does that make sense?
It will soon with you explain it.
Yeah, so for example, I think a great example would be this. We dynamically price our green fees, as most are aware, right? And let's just use it doesn't necessarily matter, but let's just use the Saturdays just so that we're talking the same language, right? And let's say our minimum price that we book 3 weeks in advance would be $44, okay, for green fees alone, not including cart. And then the highest price, just once demand kind of builds up, becomes $59. Well, instead of upping the $59 fee, I want to bring that $44 fee higher to say start at 49. Does that answer your question now?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Specifically for memberships, what's your plan?
Yep. So for pass holders, we are refining that to in line with market rates, right? Based on what other competitor, Odana, 6 Mile Creek, the Oaks Golf Course, what they do. And we are, like last year, we did offer because of the construction, we did offer this, hey, we are raising rates. However, for those that were with us and renewing, we're offering you a discount, right? If you guys recall that,
Yep.
we are
Yep.
not doing that discount this year.
Okay. Anybody else?
Jeremy, is there anything in these financials that you found surprising or concerning?
No,
Or
Jim, that's a great question. Let me do this. Let me pull up. So I just finished this. This is why I was running just a smidge late. I'll share with you what I believe to be the latest. All right, so this would be as of 5:47 p.m. tonight, right? This is me just crunching numbers to the best of my ability. All right. So here's where we're at from a revenue side of things in terms of golf. So this is just all golf right in this area here. Um, so you can see that hard goods is a little bit under. We're about 20K under. And this was a surprise, Jim, to me. I will say that less people are buying things like golf clubs. And so I think that number had an impact because we had less golf club sales. I also do believe that Golf Galaxy had an impact on us,
Yeah. Mhm.
more than I realized that maybe it would. But the good news is if hard goods are down, meaning revenues, then the cost of goods sold are also down, and you can see the cost of goods sold as of right now we're under budget 18K, right? But we're under budget from a revenue side 20K, so that kind of aligns appropriately. Soft goods, nice solid year soft goods there. Rentals are, I mean, we predicted we were off $346, which is no big deal. But green fees, that made sense to me just because of the construction stuff. Same with the pass holders. Golf cars, that doesn't surprise me. People love their golf cars. Um, our rounds, the number of rounds that we did, I just learned this today that we did about 85,000 starts this year. That did surprise me that we still remained that many. We did about 85 last year, so we're really pretty level in terms of starts. And the reason why I'm surprised by that is because we moved to 12-minute intervals on that Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the 18-hole side. And I honestly thought that the starts would be more towards that 80 or just slightly under that 80.
Yes.
So that did surprise me just a smidge. Range, this doesn't surprise me at all. Although in what was that, July, when we had to shut down, that number
Right.
could have been a lot higher.
Yeah.
Let's see, food and beverage is all pretty aligned here. I would say this nothing that really jumps out at me that's crazy. It's a healthy year food and beverage wise. I mean, as you can see, we're over budget revenue by 50K approximately. Yeah, so we're about a $4.5 million gross revenue, which pretty good year, all things considered. Let's see, expenditures, where are we at here? Okay, this is golf. Sorry, I just got to get my bearings. So salary, it's going to be that. It's going to be the budget. This is LTEs. You know, when our green fees are higher, our ranges are higher. Obviously, the LTE, the part-time staff will be a little bit higher. That's where we're at right now. I'll probably come around that $207,000 mark, so maybe 10K over budget. But everything else will align here. These are just like your golf shop supplies, hard goods, gas and oil, etc. There's a couple things I do want to pick out here. Gas and oil, which is this one right here, we're going to be over budget because we had a tank failure where we had to replace our gas tank, unfortunately. So it was compromised. It caused a lot of headache with golf cart repair. We had thousands of dollars of golf cart repair because of the compromised tank, and so that was kind of a bummer right there. Up in here, I mean, soft goods, hard goods, this is all relatable, nothing too crazy. This is golf shop supplies. This is range. Range is that's pretty typical. You can see hard goods, soft goods, under budget, rentals under budget. Let's see, what else am I missing here? Oops, sorry. Cart lease payments. Okay, we're fine there. Yeah, let me just scroll down here, Jim. Oh, clubhouse maintenance. We're going to be over budget here because we had a little bit of an issue we uncovered a leak in one of our walls that we had to do a little revive restoration. We found a little bit of mold that we had to make sure that got mitigated, and then we did some reconstruction of the wall, so that's why that's over budget. Sorry, I'm just skimming through this really quick just to make sure there's nothing jump out at me here. What is this one? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Gas and oil for maintenance. Guess what? We got 3 battery operated mowers, right,
Yeah,
for
I was gonna say,
fairways.
yeah, the mowers. Yeah.
So that did pique my interest. Now, granted, I know that it's not final yet, but I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Other than that, no, nothing in particular. This is, I think we're going to come in. So like pilot, we're going to owe the city of Middleton about $143,000 due to gross revenue receipts, and then we owe them $450,000 to close out the advancement from TIP District 3. So this all kind of aligns where we were thinking, and this is kind of where we're at. We're going to come in $746,000 taking out of our capital reserve. And the reason why we were taking out of our capital reserve was mainly because of the maintenance building. We had it budgeted last year. We spent like 60 or $70,000 of the $1 million we had approved for the maintenance building, but because of some delays, it got kicked into this year. So it didn't really affect us in the grand scheme of things. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Bear with me. And I want to, while I'm pulling this up, folks, I just want to reiterate that these are not audited or final financials, right? So these are just approximations as of right now, just based on information that I have today. So, all right, I'm going to share this right quick. Did that answer your question, Jim?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see if there was anything that stood out to you, because as I looked through it, over the financials that we were given, that you're doing a great job in budgeting. There's always things that you don't expect, but I think the budget looked great in terms of, where it was projected, where it is. And so I was very happy with it.
I think we were a little conservative on the revenue side of things for the green fees, right?
Yeah.
Because we were unsure how we were going to do beyond the construction. Okay,
Better
so
that
this
way
is
than the other way.
yeah,
Yeah,
right, exactly,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is where we came at, right? Like these are approximations. This gross revenue is as of today, right? The expenses are what I'm thinking we're going to come in at the end of the year. Then there's the pilot expense. There's the TID expense. What is it, TIF or TID? I just want to make sure. TID, excuse me. And then you can see that this is capital. And then this is the big number, which included the maintenance building and then the Firefly purchases, right? So those were capital assets that we made, or capital acquisitions. And then you can see over here in 24, we really didn't have any. We had very little, right?
Mhm.
So then our cash reserve built up to $2.2 million, where here it carries over here. Well, then after everything, we're probably going to end up around that $1.2 million of capital reserve, which is right where we want to be. We always want to say we have about $1 million in capital reserve just in case. So that's what I was meaning by, everything kind of worked out in the end over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And then this is our budget for next year, right? Build it up in preparation for, some projects that we have going on to potentially work on ways of expanding the clubhouse and getting our golf car fleet to be battery operated with that cart barn that we talked about. So there you have it.
Any further questions, comments?
Nope. Just a great job, Jeremy.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I appreciate this. It's super, super nice. And, I obviously can't happen without the entire crew at Pleasant View, right? So I think they are doing an amazing job, and we have an amazing team. And I think we work really hard at doing what we do, and we love it. So thanks for your support and trust, and another good year, which is it's nice to see.
Speaking of that, for the last few years, Carl and I have alternated on who would buy the 2 or 3 dozen donuts that the golf committee would drop off in the pro shop in the maintenance building every year. So for those of you who haven't thrown some donuts at the crew, feel free to, anytime you feel like it or even think about it, go out of your way to thank them. This golf course is amazing because of all those people that you only see once in a while, but that's where it happens.
Tom,
Okay.
that's a really nice gesture. Are there best time to do that? Are there other
7
things?
in the morning is the best time, Jim.
Yeah, mornings for sure.
No, whenever you think about it,
Okay, I
uh,
would be delighted to
I
do
would
that.
have, had I thought about it years ago, uh, I would have said, let's divvy it up around the committee. Everybody take 1 month, and sometime during that month, take 3 or 4 dozen donuts. Always on a Friday because they're only $7 a box. Yeah, pick and save. Uh, anyway, something to think about going forward.
That's very nice, Tom. Yeah, I would say, it's slim pickings this time of year, folks. So save it for. I don't need donuts as much as I like donuts, but save it for the crew when they start in like May next year.
Yeah.
Would be my suggestion.
Okay.
So noted. Thanks, Jeremy.
So I think we've covered the budget update for 26 too, right, Jeremy?
Yeah. So, well, and Todd can speak more about this as well. Final approval is tomorrow, I believe. Everything seems to be going well. There's no major hiccups or questions that I've seen. I do know that we've been commended in such a way that we've done a good job of maybe some forward thinking of battery operated solutions. And so I know that there were a couple positive comments that were made publicly about Pleasant View Golf Course, which is nice to see as opposed to maybe a few years ago where it's been a kind of a battle. So I really appreciate the comments that were made by a few individuals in particular that took a moment to just thank our efforts. And but other than that, I think it's been a pretty seamless, budget request for Pleasant View for next year, at least as of from what I know. So
Right.
from the meetings that I've been to.
Okay. So that leaves us with the item I asked that we include, which is the change in chair. I'd like to resign the chair, and I'd like to do that effective tonight. I don't know if we need to approve that, but one way to put it in place is to tonight elect a new chair. And so I'd like to do that. I was looking back through committee notes that I have. I'm sorry about my voice. Not going to go away. I've been the chair since 2020, since June of 2020. That's a long time, feels to me. I've been on the committee since 2012. Seen a lot. We've done a lot. But I'd like to just become a committee member for a little while. You should know that I'm seriously considering, if my term isn't over, of actually resigning the committee this coming spring. I haven't decided that yet, but I've certainly decided I don't want to be chair anymore. So with that, I would ask, and I think we can do this. I think we can decide to chair anytime we want to. So I would like to tell you I'm resigning. That should be that. And then open nominations for a new chair. Does that seem acceptable to everybody?
Sure.
Sure, Tom. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Nominations are open. I nominate Carl.
I second that.
Second, third, fourth.
Wow. Yeah.
I
mean, I
wait,
think-
we're not there yet. Any other nominations? Now's the time. Hearing none, I'm going to close the nominations. All those in favor of Carl Capabianca being our new chair, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
I
I think that carries, Carl. It's all yours.
I think it does carry. Thank you, everyone.
Now that it's your chair, you can go find a vice.
Should we
Chair.
should we do that now, guys?
Well, I'll tell you what, speaking from experience, if you don't do it now, you're going to be taking notes at the next meeting.
Well, are you going to chair us through the rest of the meeting, Tom? You want me to take it from here? Because you can open it to nominations for vice chair at this point.
I will do that. I open it. It's now open for vice chair nominations. Come on, guys, folks, people. Michelle, you're looking around. So what are the primary duties of the vice chair? Running the meeting when the chair is unavailable, and taking the notes.
Which I am still doing, as you can see.
It does mean that you need to be at most, if not all, of the meeting. If we don't have a vice chair doing the meeting notes, I'm sorry about my voice. Then it all falls to Jeremy. And we did the vice chair specifically to relieve Jeremy of multiple burdens.
So, well, with that being said, I don't want anything else on Jeremy's plate, so I'm happy to take that off of his plate.
We
And
have a self-nomination, I think.
yeah, I'm happy to do it. And Carl, you can educate me on everything that I need to do to continue on the job that you've done so well.
Well, thank you, Brad. So do we
Well,
we close the nominations for vice chair then, Tom? What
well,
do
we
you
wait about 5 seconds staring at people to see if it's going. This is like all my academic committee meetings, people are busily reading notes from God knows where. Okay, nominations are closed. All in favor for Brad, vote yes.
Aye, yes.
Aye.
Aye, carried. Thank you all.
So can I clarify that? So did we get a Brad nominating Brad?
Yeah.
Sorry, spam. Brad nominating Brad, and then did anybody second?
No, we accepted a self-nomination.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? Should we back up? I second Brad. I second Brad's self-nomination. All those in favor of Brad, say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. Now it's okay, Jeremy. Thank you for catching that. Okay.
Great.
Common Council report. Got anything for us, Todd?
Oh, yeah, just a couple things. So just to follow up on what Jeremy was saying. So the budget is the big topic of discussion of the day. At the last Common Council meeting, first week in November, we got a broad overview of the budget. I haven't heard any concerns about the golf budget, any issues whatsoever. And we'll be making a decision as to whether or not to finalize the 2026 budget tomorrow night at our Common Council meeting. So, like I said, I haven't had any concerns, any issues about the budget for Pleasant Valley. So, just another item that folks might be interested in, or you might have heard about, another big topic of discussion, reoccurring topic, is the community campus. Some of you may have heard that the senior center, the library, and City Hall are in varying stages of disrepair, and we're looking at options to renovate those buildings and do them. We're looking at a variety of different options. One option is to tear them all down and start from scratch and have a kind of a unique community center area where those facilities currently are. But this is also a large initiative, and it's going to be pretty expensive, and so we're looking at a variety of different options to fund the community campus. And we also want to make sure that we appropriately engage people that might have interest in this to provide their input, their expertise, their thoughts, their ideas. And so if any of you have any interest in this initiative, there's going to be a variety of public meetings coming up in the next several months. We're going to try to do the meetings on site, so they'll be at the library and the senior center and city council, so that we can actually show people, some of the issues that are currently occurring. But we we really want to get the word out there that if, people are interested in contributing and there are thoughts and ideas to what we might do to for the community campus to attend some of those meetings because it's going to be a really big, colossal project in the future, and we want to gather as much input as we possibly can. Those are the main things, and bigger ones that we're talking about at council.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order?
Hey, Todd, that is tomorrow night, right? Like, I got that correct, didn't I? Final
Tomorrow.
approvals tomorrow.
Final approvals tomorrow. Yep.
That's great. That's great. Thanks, Todd.
Yep.
I'll be on the call just in case any last minute stuff, but
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that'd be greatly appreciated. You never know. Something might come up. I don't anticipate it, but it'd be great if you could just be available just in case. But
Yeah, I was thinking that I would get hit up last meeting and nothing came, so which is great. I was on the call last meeting too, and I love not having to speak.
yeah.
Okay. Next meeting.
Let me take a look. So here would be my suggestion, right? My vote would be waiting until maybe as I say that, maybe we should try to schedule something in December just in case, because we're going to start looking for approvals from you all, right? For purchasing. And December 15th is so fast, though.
Yeah, but you can't go the next week.
No. I mean, we could. I don't see the point. Where's council? Council is the 2nd and the 16th. Ah.
Oh, there's the 29th.
Can we do it? Can we schedule it for the 15th just in case? Just in case.
Just in case that works for me, and it's just before the council meeting, Jeremy. So
Yeah, because the council is the 16th, right?
right.
This would be a just in case situation.
Mhm.
It may just cancel it, right? So my proposal would be this. Let's schedule something on the 15th, just in case we need to seek approval for purchasing for 2026. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Um, and then we could tentatively book one on the 12th. I don't know. Is that thoughts of January? This 19th of January, that's Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
They all work.
Well, I suggest the 12th then, Jeremy. That might be the
let's
better
do the
day of
12th.
those two anyway.
Yeah, I'm out on the 19th, so I like the 12th, but that's just a personal thing.
Okay.
Got to have our vice chair there, Brad. So
Yeah, Brad, you've committed
Or
now.
I would. I
Self-committed.
know.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
I could call you from the slopes of Vale again, but
Ooh, that sounds fun.
right. I
Wouldn't
know
be
you
such
love
bad
that.
duty.
All right, let's do the 15th of December. Like if there's nothing that happens, I'll shoot you all an email saying we're not meeting, and then let's also book on the 12th of January just in case as of right now. Okay, and then we'll adapt from there.
Okay. Agenda items for upcoming meetings. I'm assuming, Jeremy, that if we keep the financial and operations, drop the word update, you could then, underneath those during our meeting, put any purchase approvals that you need. Since we don't know in advance, or at least not right now, exactly what they are, that would give you a broad topic to make sure we can discuss them.
What I'm really looking at is the purchasing of mower equipment, the greens mowers.
Yeah.
The reason,
Yeah.
and I'll be very brutally honest. The reason why we're asking is, like the sales reps push dates, right? December 31st is always a key date. We need to know by this date whether you're committing or not. And so, a lot of it's sales tactics, and I'm trying to weed through what is sales tactics and what are not sales tactics. But we also don't want to lose, the potential 5-year warranty and things like that. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Carl, or excuse me, Tom, do you want to adjourn one last time?
Yeah, I was going to say adjourned.
I love it. 6:38. Tom, you have officially adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you,
all for
Tom.
your time.
Bye.
Much appreciated.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
All right. See you guys.
Take
Hey,
care.
Jeremy. Did Jeremy get away?